Today, we thought it would be fun to take a look at a piece of equipment that you might find on NATO's eastern flank in Estonia, France's Griffon armoured personnel carrier. With France committing about a company-plus-sized contingent for its Mission Lynx operation in the northern Baltic nation, the Griffin is a core part of French activity within the NATO multinational battle group. So let's get started. As explained by Arcus Defence, the 6x6 Griffon armoured vehicle was developed for the French Army as part of the SCORPION EBMR program launched in 2014. Scorpion aimed to renew and modernise the Army's combat capabilities with new armoured vehicles, leading to the creation of the Griffin, Serval and the Jaguar, the latter being another vehicle we'll have to take a look at in a future video. The design of the Griffin actually precedes Scorpion, as Arcus had been working on some concepts with France's Directorate General of Armaments since 2010. The aim back then was to identify several concepts for a modern APC. And so, within 6 months, Arcus presented 3 concepts, subdivided into 10 subvariants in total. On February 2, 2011, the ATAV, which stands for All-Terrain Armoured Vehicle Design, was selected for its ergonomics, high protection, terrain mobility and target price. Going under the prototype name of BMX-01, testing and development would begin in 2012, and the vehicle would ultimately become part of the aforementioned Scorpion Armoured Multi-Role Vehicle program. BMX-01 would of course eventually be renamed to Griffin, which is not a reference to the mythical lion-eagle hybrid creature, but rather a breed of dog. Entering service in 2019, the Griffin gradually replaced the VAB, which had been in service for more than 40 years. As explained by its maker Arcus, the VAB has been an iconic vehicle for the French Army for decades, and the vast majority of soldiers spent their careers using this basic 4x4. Available in several versions since 1976, Arcus adds that French Army soldiers considered it to be a mule/workhorse due to its versatility and ruggedness. With the outgoing platform over 40 years old by the time Griffin entered service, it was definitely in need of being replaced. And so, what can we tell you about the Griffin? Well, the 6-wheeled vehicle weighs about 25 tons when loaded and is said to be a rugged multi-terrain vehicle, although it certainly will have its limitations on certain surfaces compared to tracked APCs. Its curb weight/empty weight is said to be 18 tons. The vehicle itself includes an inflation pressure variation system, the ability to steer the rear axle, and a roll-flat system. Its maker adds that the vehicle has, quote, state-of-the-art electronic architecture. Its design is said to make it easy to maintain, and the removal/installation of the vehicle power pack can be completed in less than 4 hours. As is quite obvious from its design, the engine compartment is located at the front of the vehicle, the crew compartment behind that, and the troop compartment behind that. Its engine, supplied by Renault, has an output of 400 horsepower, allowing it to reach a regulatory road speed of 90 km per hour. With a 400-litre tank, range is said to be about 800 km if driving at a constant 60 km per hour. The vehicle's length is 7.66 metres and width is 2.54 metres. Height is 2.62 metres, while the troop compartment height is 1.5 metres. Comparing it with the Patria 6x6 that seems to be increasingly common around the Baltic Sea, it's a little longer, a little narrower, and a bit taller. Combat weight is about the same, putting them in a similar category, although the Patria 6x6 has an amphibious capability option while the Griffin does not. Nonetheless, just like the Patria 6x6, Griffin can provide a high degree of protection against improvised explosive devices or IEDs, mines, ballistic threats, and artillery fragments. The vehicle is better protected than the basic Patria 6x6, as it's said to meet NATO STANAG 4569 Level 4 ballistic and mine blast protection standards as its baseline, with modular armor kits available for enhanced survivability. Speaking of modularity, Griffin's design allows for several versions adapted to various missions. There's the basic troop transport, but also a command post variant, as well as variants for medevac, engineers, artillery observation, or electronic warfare. There's also the MEPAC, a self-propelled indirect fire variant featuring a 120mm rifled mortar. In an APC configuration, it can carry up to 8 soldiers in addition to its 2-person crew. The Griffin is equipped with a remote-operated turret which can be fitted with either a 12.7mm or 7.62mm machine gun, or even a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. This turret and its sensors allow for precise engagement day and night. When it comes to operational service, France is, of course, the vehicle's main customer. Numbers are all over the place when it comes to French orders. A 2022 article by Janes says that the DGA plans to have 1,872 Griffins by 2030, and this includes 54 of the MEPAX variant. It makes sense that figures would be revised over time, but a 2023 article by Militarny states that France planned to have 1,437 Griffon armoured vehicles in the army, and that this number was previously 1,345 units. Whatever the actual number might be in mid-2026, it's a lot. Griffins have also found buyers outside of France's borders. Belgium initially ordered 382 of these vehicles in its first round, and a second round saw 24 MEPAX added. A third order sees 92 more vehicles added to the fleet, and so it looks like Belgium's total Griffin commitment is 498. Luxembourg, the small country that it is, has committed to 16 Griffins. These are said to be allocated to the country's Guide Chasseurs Battalion. Of Luxembourg's 16, 4 will be command vehicles for the headquarters, and another 4 will be command vehicles for multinational squadrons. 2 will be used by JTACs, or Joint Terminal Attack Controllers, while 1 will be specifically for sharpshooters. The remaining 5 will be used for maintenance and supply roles. The most recent news at the time we're doing the research for this video is that Cyprus is looking to acquire its own batch of Griffins as part of a larger order for French-made wheeled armoured vehicles, potentially to be operated by the country's National Guard through the European Union's SAFE mechanism. French newspaper La Tribune says that Cyprus is considering buying about 80 Griffins along with roughly 100 Serval vehicles from KNDS France. So that's our summary of the 6-wheeled Griffin platform, used not just as an armoured personnel carrier and battle taxi, but also as a mortar platform. Speaking of French mortar operations, we were lucky enough to join French forces in Estonia in late 2025 to observe their paratroopers conducting live-fire mortar exercises, as well as transporting their 120mm mortars via NH-90 helicopters. An earlier visit to French forces in summer 2025 also provided us with a close-up view of the Griffin, so we hope you'll check out those videos if you're interested. But what are your thoughts on the Griffin? Not that aesthetics and style matter at all in the defense sphere, but what do you think of the boxy design of this platform? Leave a comment and let us know.